But the point is, I mean, again, this is just it's an absurd point to make, because just anybody looking around knows that Qatar is not the one, funding the vast majority of whatever, media outlets or anything.
Do you think that Islam is a problem for the West? Do you think that Islam?
Yeah, of course, and that's the false dichotomy that if you're not for the Jews, you go for the. Well, you do, because even when asked about propaganda, you said, well, look how many Muslims there are. That's completely out of the question. I'm not Muslim. I don't listen to Muslims. Okay. I look at the news. I watch whatever.
What do you think is a bigger problem for the West, Zionism or Islam?
Well,
they're probably both bad.
Yeah, they work in tandem. Obviously, the only reason that the only reason that Islam is such a big problem in Europe is because of the wars in the Middle East, which I could trace back to Zionism pretty freaking directly. I also think that there are not nearly as many or as influential Muslims in the Congress, or I mean, we don't have our president going in and walking around the whatever black stone in Mecca, right? We don't have like Joe Biden.
They're building mosques in the UK. The rape statistics in Germany.
It's a false dichotomy.
They did build a mosque at 9/11. I thought that was kind of weird. They built that mosque at 9/11.
You just said it's not a problem, and I told you how.
I didn't say it wasn't a problem. I said Zionism's a bigger problem, especially because they're the ones passing the laws to eliminate our free speech.
How do they pass the laws?
What do you mean, how do they pass the laws?
By lobbying. How does Zionism pass a law?
Lobbying, AIPAC, they coordinate, they organize.
All right, then get to the point. I just told you that AIPAC is 20th in lobbying, 199th in donations, 191st, I'm sorry. According to the numbers, I might have that backwards, but according to the numbers, right, 191st. You have, by your logic, right, by your logic, and I mean this sincerely, right, the National Association of Realtors is responsible for the wildfires in Hawaii and California.
Well, that's a funny thing to say. AIPAC is more than money, right? AIPAC is about the connections. What's the A stand for? American Israel Political Action.
American.
Yeah.
It's an American
but don't be naive about
it. No, I'm not defending PACs. Fuck AIPAC.
Very silly.
Listen, I want to be very clear. Let me look at the camera real quick. Fuck AIPAC.
Oh, don't say that. You're going to lose some fans with that. I wouldn't say that.
Look, I don't like AIPAC. I don't like any PACs. I don't like any organization that lobbies control for our Congress.